Alright, so we've all gone camping where we want to just enjoy a nice picnic, nice lunch, dinner, whatever. Look down and sure enough there's one of these nasty, aggressive yellow jackets on our food right when we go to take a bite. Nothing worse than that, you guys. So if you're having problems with yellow jackets, there are several ways to deal with them. Alright, so method number one to deal with these things is you can electrify them. Method number two is you can always trap these things in a cup or set out cups on a table and trap them. And there's my favorite method to get rid of these things. But today, something slightly more practical than zapping, trapping, or flamethrowers on these yellow jackets. We're going to check out the solar wasp trap. So basically for the same price you're getting something that not only attracts wasps during the day in yellow jackets and things like that, but in the evening hours it supposedly will bring in those biting insects as well. There is a link in the description where you can find this product. Be sure and like and subscribe. And this item is currently running $16.99 on Amazon, so check it out. Alright, so we're just going to unbox the solar wasp trap. It's a quick look at the box here. Tells you the bait selection, talks a little bit about the solar power light. 2 units inside the box. No idea what that is. A couple of hangers. Some instructions. Tells you how to use it. Unscrew cap, turn on the light in the cap, add some bait, hang the traps. After use, there's a small brush to clean out the can, and it can be reused. So apparently that is that's your small brush. Okay. That is everything in the box. So just one quick thing to note too, they say our bait does not require chemicals and choosing common foods can be effective bait. So obviously whatever you're cooking at your camp, if that's bringing in the yellow jackets, throw some of that in your trap. And they say they recommend using beer, fruit vinegar, fruit juice, red wine as bait, or honey and jam mixed with water. Bees, wasps are more attracted to fruity or sweet scent. If bee traps don't work, you can increase the concentration of the mixture. Well, to put the little hanger on here, you just put the little loop back through it like this, and then that's the easiest way to put the hangers on. And screw that back on once you have some bait in these. So to activate these little solar lights, you just unscrew the lid here. There's a little switch right there on the bottom, and you just turn that to the on position. Flip it back over, move it out in whatever sunlight you have that day, and let them start charging up, and then we'll go get some bait in these babies. Now we're going to give these a full 24 hours and see how they do today. Once we pick out the best bait that we've got over there on the table, we'll go see what's attracting the most of these flying demons. Okay, so in my bid to see what's going to attract the most of these yellow jackets, I set out 7 cups. So I started with 6, I decided to do 7 because I did find some grapefruit extract, which is in this cup over here. So I've got raspberry jam, I've got pomegranate extract, I've got some beef broth stuff here, some marinade. The grapefruit one is over here. The honey is right here. It actually captured 3 of these little buggers in our test sample here. We've got the coconut rum right here, and then we've got the sugar water right here. And so it looks like we are going to go with the honey mixture right here in these new traps that we're going to set out. Okay, so I'm going to bait these traps. Just grab some honey, put some honey in both of these. And do a pretty generous amount here. I'll catch as many of these little buggers as we can. We're trying to not catch any regular like honeybees or bumblebees. I think these openings are too small for bumblebees, hopefully. And the honeybees and bumblebees haven't been bothering us. It's just these aggressive yellow jackets. And even the wasps have generally left us alone. It's just these meat-eating yellow jackets. Those are baited. Let's go hang them up. All right, let's get these hung up. I'm going to put one over here on the pavilion. It should get enough light over here. There's not a whole lot of roof overhang. We'll find out. And then the other one I'm going to hang out where it's getting a little bit more light. Okay, so the second one I'm going to hang out here by the hummingbird feeder because these poor hummingbirds are getting mobbed by these yellow jackets. So we're going to see if it makes a difference or helps them out at all. You can see there's yellow jackets on the feeder right now. The hummingbirds are fighting with them. All right, so since this is a review on this product, let's come back in 24 hours and see if these traps are worth the purchase price or not. All right, so these hanging UV traps have been up here now for about 2 hours, and I see we've captured at least 4 of these yellow jackets inside that trap here over by the hummingbird feeder. Nope, I'm counting 5 of them in there, so they are definitely working. Yeah, so far so good. We'll come back and check them again here in a little bit. Okay, so here's the yellow jacket trap at night. You can see that little UV light is doing its thing. We'll check in the morning and see if it's actually captured any insects in the dark. All right, so time for a follow-up on these wasp and yellow jacket traps. It's been 24 hours. This is the trap on our pavilion, and I don't see any nighttime bugs that it has trapped in here, but obviously this thing has worked miracles on these yellow jackets. If I were to guess, there's probably maybe 20 of them in this one, and it has definitely done its job really well. So unlike my other reviews, I'm not going to go over the highlights or the positive points and the drawbacks of this. I'm going to just say this thing obviously works. Let's go look at the other trap and see how that one's done overnight, over the 24 hours. Okay, so this is the one over by the hummingbird feeder, and as you can see, there are still yellow jackets actively trying to get into this one. I'd say, just judging from the number on the bottom of this one, there is probably more like 30 of them in this one. And again, I'd give this thing definitely kudos. They have done a really good job on these little traps. I don't see any like nighttime insects in here, so I don't know about the whole UV light thing. But then again, it's only been one night. But yeah, these traps obviously work. And like I say, I put some honey in the bottom of these things, and these yellow jackets definitely are getting trapped in this thing. So it is obviously working. There's just a quick bottom up look at that too. All right, so my conclusion on the solar, wasp, and yellow jacket trap is these things just work. So I'd give these things 2 thumbs up. I'd go out and pick some of these up right now. They come in a 2-pack. They're really affordable. They're really easy to set up. You can bait your own traps. From the testing I've done, I found that just a generous amount of honey in the bottom of these things is what draws these little buggers in. So I'd go pick these things up right now. There's a link in the description where you can find these. Be sure and check that out. All right, so hopefully this video is really helpful for you. Be sure and leave a comment. Let me know what kind of baits are working the best in your own traps. Also, check out the link where you can pick up this product. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later.